some people, the general public, irritate me at times. Right, hi guys, so another little video that I thought I'd share with you, that at the time when I got the message through from I was going to say a customer, a potential customer, it really did wind us up. And these things happen from time to time, but then the moment passes. I showed my girlfriend, she said unbelievable, and then we had a laugh about it. So I just thought I'd do a little video just to share these little stories with you. It was from a customer who was trying to dictate me price, potential customer, because I'm not going to do any work for her. And at the end of the video, which makes it even more funny, I'll tell you approximately how much your house will be worth. So I got a message through. She said, hi, you popped over last year to quote for a few jobs. Would you be interested in every 2 to 3 weeks cutting the grass, doing the edges? And she said, it's about an hour's worth of work. First little red flag, I don't like being told how long it's going to take. That being said, I do think people sometimes do it just to try and give you a bit more of an idea of what, a rough idea of how long the job will take, in terms of, you might not be able to fit it in. That seemed like a whole load of waffle. I hope it made sense. I think you get some people who tell you how long it should be taken, and other people will tell you just to give a bit more information about the job, and is totally harmless. Right, first mini rant over. So I said, yeah, like no problem. So the job last year was a huge jet wash, driveway, like balconies. It was decking. Beyond what I could do, beyond what my machine was capable of. You'd need big, surface cleaner and all that kind. It was huge, and me with my little mini turbo nozzle, it would have took us about 2 months. So I explained at the time it's beyond like kind of what I do, kind of thing. I do little driveways, explained it better than that. But I did give her a price for the grass. I said, but I'm happy to take on your lawn, and I give her a price at £30 per cut, which I do fortnightly, blah blah blah. Didn't hear back from her. I don't think she even replied to that message, which annoys us as well. That's rude, isn't it? But anyway, so yeah, so she messaged, she said, look, my husband cannot do it, it's just the grass. I said, yeah, no problem, I'll pop by tomorrow just to refresh myself. But I think I said £30 a cut last time, so that'll be my price. I do a fortnightly up to sort of late October, weather permitting. And I thought, yeah, happy days. That's another job, because I've got probably 2 little, maybe half-hour grass cut slots left, for me regular fortnightly cuts, and that's me, like, I'm chock-a-block now, which is great. Virtually full. And I thought, yeah, she's bound to go ahead, because I preempted it last year with the £30 cut, so I assumed she would be happy with that £30 price. Forgetting the fact anyway that my prices could have increased, which some of them have. I've increased some gardens, others have stayed the same. This £30 cut is fair. Some people might charge more, some would charge less. Obviously there's the whole spectrum, isn't there? So yeah, so I got the message back, and she said, just instantly just wound us up, and I'm going to go into why, because I could dissect it, which I'm going to, I think, because it's just annoying on so many levels. But it's part of the course. Don't think just because I'm doing this video I'm absolutely like fuming still, and I'm just purely doing it just to let you guys have a laugh, and just let you know, obviously what text messages and things come through, because some people, the general public, irritate me at times. I'm sure if anyone's dealt with the general public, most of you will be gardeners probably watching this. They can be irritating, and they can wind you up. Anyway. So if you're new to the channel, I just want to point you in the direction of it. I've got loads and loads of videos that I think you'll really like. So please, after this video, I'd be really grateful if you went and checked them out. Cheers. So she said, her reply was, I was looking for £20 as it's an hour's work. simple little sentence. So where'd you start with that? So 1, the old hourly rate. I don't do hourly rates. 2, she seems adamant that it's going to take an hour. Might not take me an hour. Might take longer. Might take less. She doesn't know how fast I work. Don't dictate the time. Don't dictate the price. So anyway, I'll tell you what I said back to her. I said, right, I can't do that. My price is my price for a lawn that size. I said previously that I was nearly full, so I'd be happy to put her into one of the slots that I had available. So I said, as I said, I'm nearly full. My price is my price for that sized lawn with the edge in as well. I'm afraid I'll have to pass. Thank you. And didn't hear back, which was no surprise. So yeah, so she obviously she wanted it cheaper than the £30 that I quoted for her previously. The old hourly rate, so £20 an hour. She presuming I do work for £20 an hour. How long would I have to be out every day to earn any sort of living? Like, you'd have to be out 10 hours a day, wouldn't you, really, when you think about it? 10 hours a day won't mean 10 hours solid work. You'd be travel time between gardens, you'd have your dinner. Say you did like, I don't know, say you did like 10 cuts, 200 quid. That'd take you a long time and you'd be knackered. Some of you, you know, might do, it's different business models, isn't it? I personally couldn't be out all that time. As I've gone through the years, so this is my 3rd year, I'm starting earlier and finishing later. It's tough on your body, man. Like, people don't seem to get this. It's tough on your body. Now, when I'm going to quote for jobs now, that's the first thing I'm thinking of is like, how am I going to feel after this? You know, you're giving yourself, you're giving, you know, your body to the job. Sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it, actually? But you get me drift. And like, if you're doing like loads of gardens every day, it's a killer. Sometimes it's a killer. And you're waking up, you're waking up, you know, your body's aching, you're going home, your body's aching. Then you have to wake up and do it all again. People don't seem to realise. And that's on top of everything else, your equipment, fixing things, replacing things, tax, national insurance, holiday pay, sick pay, everything else, you know, 20 quid. Come on, man. It was like, it's not a small garden. There's like the main bit, and then there's a strip that runs right around. It's a big old property. I'll tell you the price in a minute. It's a big old property, and 30 quid is absolutely fair enough. But you know, you tell you can't do it. You move on. You go and get another customer. This is what happens in this line of work, you know. And it's absolutely fine. It's par for the course. Like, you initially get a little bit annoyed, and like when I had the text message through, I had like the reply like a mile long in my head ready. It was so tempting just to like probably blast off a big long text, but you can't. You got to be professional about it. And you know, that's fine. Like, we move on. I'm just doing this video just so we can have a little laugh about it. And yeah, but anyway, so I'll tell you the price, and it might not surprise you because sometimes these people are the worst. So the price is approximately kind of 2.5 million quid. It's a massive mansion, like in a big estate full of mansions. Some footballers have previously lived there and probably still live there now. So these gardens and these estates aren't big. You're probably thinking £2.5 million mansion. You know, the garden will be huge, like massive, like grounds and all. No, it's not that kind of stuff. Gardens are kind of small, medium sized. The houses are massive, but the actual plots rather are quite small. So don't think I'm like saying 30 quid for a huge, massive area. That's not the case. So she was arguing like, for the sake of a tenner a fortnight, 20 quid a month. Come on. Like, sometimes these people are the worst. Like, you know, not always, obviously, but like, I don't know. I just thought I'd share the story with you anyway. I'm sure you guys have got similar. I think virtually everyone watching, if you run a gardening business, you will have very similar stories. And it's, you know, it's a nothing story. I didn't do any work for her, really. You know, it is what it is. I just thought I'd share it with you guys. As I keep saying, I'm going to end it now because I'm waffling. Right, check out the channel if you haven't already done so. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Cheers.